let's talk about these fashions, darling. These fashions. So we have who do we have? Kandi Burrs Tucker and Miss Drew Sidora. Uh, I think Kandi looks fabulous as always. Drew Sidora looks really beautiful as well. I feel like less is more though. Kiss it, keep it simple, sweetie. I feel like there's no reason why you need a bra at the top and then a cutout in the middle and then the sequin and then the green and then the puffer shoulders. Like less is more. Keep it simple. So we have that. Now the girls are really confused because they're trying to figure out, okay, why is Kenya by herself? Why is she separated from the girls? They're saying that production is really trying to thwart this alliance from alliancing. Meanwhile, you have this trio. What's really going on? Right? Listen, so I think it's a scheduling conflict, but you know, they're gonna run with those conspiracy theories. Listen, Kenya looks great. I'm not a huge fan of the outfit, but I will say her hair and makeup is beautiful. She looks like a Barbie doll. Marlo, to me, best dressed, very chic, sophisticated. She looks expensive. It's giving designer. Alexander McQueen Loewe, beautiful. Love the 90s hair. Sheree, she has a new face and the body is bodying. She looks stunning. Someone on Twitter said that Sonya looks like she's wearing a JCPenney summer collection dress. And listen, that's the best JCPenney summer collection dress I've ever laid my eyes on. These three look stunning. All of the women look stunning. But yeah, I believe the reason why they're together and the other women are not is because of scheduling. I do not think it's a conspiracy that production and Todd set up in order to thwart one alliance and prop up another. Okay, do I think these three are an alliance? Sure. Excuse me, sure. I mean, why not? They're the outliers. You have the popular girls, which is Kandi and Kenya. Drew is only on that team because she weaseled her way in. And then Monietta, because Monietta is, you know, the lieutenant, what is it called? You know, Kandi is the governor of Georgia and, Monietta is the lieutenant governor, okay? Therefore, you know, they're the popular girls. And then you have the outliers and, you know, the non-popular girls on one team. So, sure, we have two alliances. Moving right along. We also got this trailer that dropped. I believe Sonya or Richards Ross is pregnant.
No way. This is real.
Congratulations are in order for Miss Sonya Richards Ross. First off, I just want to shout out to Aaron and his hairline. I mean, that hair is good. That's some good hair. And then is that Chef Scott Lee Ennis and Marlo Hampton? What? I love that. Listen, congratulations to Sonya. I love that for her. What else do we have in this mid-season trailer? Did y'all watch the mid-season trailer? I thought it was a bit of a snooze fest, but that's just my opinion. We have Drew Sidora. I believe she's calling out Anthony, the assistant, for assaulting her allegedly.
There's a man here that assaulted me.
He threw a shoe at me.
I love Anthony, the assistant. He is so funny. And listen, he came onto the platform to explain himself. Let's watch that real quick. Basically, it was like, you came up there to the Lanithia. She was at the Lanithia. And
well, no,
she
I
claims...
didn't come up anywhere, honey. So that's the first thing. Like I said, I didn't come up anywhere. Me and my associate, which is Nene's makeup artist, she had texted us and she was just like, hey, you guys come up to the Lanithia. Now, Nene knew the entire situation, what was going on with me and Drew, okay? And she just told us to come up to the Lanithia so for me and Drew to talk. So, you know, I walk into the building looking good, smelling good, you know, doing what I do best. And I see Drew sitting there with the same Gucci bag that she's been wearing for eons. And she's sitting there with one of the old producers from Housewives. And, you know, Nene greets us and we're all sitting in the section. And I'm about to get ready to order some of the legendary salmon bites that she has up at Lanithia. And Drew's sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Now, mind you, we had all been drinking that night. So, make a long story short, she started to pop off. Now, Drew didn't pay me my last check. She keeps talking about Sheree didn't pay me. Honey, Drew didn't pay me. Drew didn't pay me payment for my last week of work.
Oh my God.
But you know, for money. So I ain't tripping about it. But at that time, I was just like, girl, you know what? You can definitely pay me my money. And Nene knew that she owed me money. Nene is a key. I love Nene Leakes though. She is a legend. So, anyways, so we up there, we get into it, and then she throws her cheap ass purse at me, and I threw it back at her, honey. I
Okay,
said, "Don't be."
wait. What led up to that? That don't make sense. She just all of a sudden y'all was drinking and
Well,
kikiing and
no, she was caught off guard that I was coming up there.
okay.
She was caught. She didn't know I was coming up there.
Okay.
And we were all in Nene's section. She like it's like a round section. So Drew's right there, Nene's right here, I'm right there, the associates right there, and then you know the entourage of people. And then she was, and I'm just like, Drew, you see me, girl. And she kept looking me up and down, running her mouth because it was a producer on the show that she had came with. I'm just gonna about to spill the tea, okay?
Spill
It was a
it.
producer on the show. His name is Ashton, right? Ashton, this is so crazy to me. But Ashton was in love with Drew. Like Ashton wanted to be with Drew. Ashton was another reason why Drew got on the show. Ashton was like her ears to like what was going on. Ashton, because you know on Housewives, all the producers they go to each other's houses and stuff like that. So Ashton was like that puppet, always reporting to Drew about what everybody had going on. But Ashton really liked Drew. And let me tell you something. Her and Ralph are married, but I don't know what type of marriage that they have because Ralph knew that Ashton wanted Drew, and I told him that that night after the escapade at the Lanithia because I called him in the car and I told Ralph that he needs to come get his woman before I get somebody to come whoop her ass. I was about to call Tierra down here and a few of my other girls from Love and Hip Hop, and she was about to get it. Let's be very clear because she did too much in that Lanithia. She threw that cheap ass handbag at me. You know the Gucci that's written like in different. You know that one that everybody got that's weathered with the two G's on it, the little round coin bag. Look on the website. It's only 1,200, and she threw it at me. She's whack as fuck, and I threw it back at her. I said, you know, we can't say that word, but then we got into it. Nene was just sitting there like, oh my God. And then the security came or whatever. So Drew stands up and then Drew stands up and then I'm on the other end. I'm like, you know what? I don't have no time for this. And me and my friend had left. I had been drinking. I know at the end of the day, I can't put my hands on a woman and I would never put my hands on a woman. But what
She
I will
says
do is,
that you lunged at her.
yeah, I lunged that cheap ass handbag at her. I sure in the hell did. I didn't. That's not me putting my hands on her. That's me picking up something and throwing it back at you, just like you threw it at me. I don't
Okay.
carry cheap handbags, honey.
So she hit you with the handbag and you threw it back at her, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I lunged it at her. She says, let me tell you something. If I lunged at her or put my hands on her, don't you think she would have had me arrested or tried to sue me? Come on now.
Probably, yeah.
Exactly.
But she says she's
Case,
about that life, though. So she
huh?
don't look. She also
About
says she's about that life. Like she from Chicago. She told whatchamacallit, I'm from
baby, she from the
Chicago.
suburbs of the Chicago. And if she was about that life, her husband wouldn't be running around Atlanta cheating on her. If she was about that life, she'll be at home cooking and cleaning. And if she was about that life, baby, she would have more in her closet than a few Alexander McQueen bags that she caught on clears from sex under $900. Let's be very clear.
Well, tell us how you really feel, Marlo. So he claims she threw the bag and he tossed it back. Listen, I guess we'll see more about that later on in the season. They're saying that Drew Sidora is coming to save the season, child. I don't know how true that is, but we are getting this little stint when it comes to Drew Sidora and this alleged cheating scandal, child.
She was cheating with a well-known basketball player. That's what the streets are saying.
Allegedly.
Listen, let me know if you guys are excited for the rest of the season. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.